course.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Falcons and the Giants, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wildcard Weekend continues here on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Whitaker. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Whitaker. Screen play. Anderson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, good move. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. Inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And this offense comes out, they're just acting like it's week 1 of the regular season. They look sharp here early in this wild card matchup.
Yeah, I want them to come up and do that for me because I want to have that same calm that they exhibited in their opening drive. Well done by them.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run on 1st down. Garner.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st down, Freeman. Throw left side complete. That's May. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing on 1st down. Whitaker underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Off play action. Whitaker rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, Whitaker. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Whitaker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's May. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Falcons first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a first and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. Throwing left side. It's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Second and 6.
Again, Anderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Out of the gun now on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Garner, and he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Falcons.
He finds his man, complete. It's May. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Garner. He stiff arms him, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to throw. Freeman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Freeman. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. He'll buy some time. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. hang with the game plan, stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason. Being chased out left.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
He's going to keep this again.
And Freeman lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Whitaker. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
To throw on 3rd down, Freeman.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st down. It's Garner, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garner, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Freeman. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Freeman. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Whitaker. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that...
And Freeman lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Following the fumble recovery, Whitaker. His throw incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's got Anderson right side. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And completes it once more to Anderson. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
On second down, here's the option.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports
but
halftime
first,
report.
Let's take a look ahead
Coach.
to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
To throw on second down, Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And not what you're looking to do on third and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because third and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first and 10, Whitaker trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain addition.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Giants have it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Whitaker. He goes underneath for Anderson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Whitaker. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action. Freeman. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
On 4th down, Freeman. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. That one caught by Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Here's a 2nd and 8. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down, Whitaker. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Whitaker. A dump off to Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitaker. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope. And Freeman lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And
now the rookie's free. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Steps away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Over the middle, complete. That's Hicks. Touchdown, Falcons. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now it's Crowder. And he returns this to the 22. And now out come the Giants. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They start the drive with Anderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Freeman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
16 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Whitaker. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Garner, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Freeman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Giants now down by 4, 2:25 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Whitaker.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to throw. Finding Allen. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop them with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.